years of marketing thought are gone. Alternative approaches aren't a novelty. They are all we've got left. This is a program about why you need to put a purple cow into everything you build, why TV and mass media are no longer your secret weapons, and why the profession of marketing has been changed forever. Stop advertising and start innovating. Before advertising, there was word of mouth. Products and services that could solve a problem got talked about and eventually got purchased. The best vegetable seller at the market had a reputation, and her booth was always crowded. During advertising, the combination of increasing prosperity, seemingly endless consumer desire, and the power of television and mass media led to a magic formula. If you advertised directly to the consumer, every consumer, your sales would go up. A partnership with the right ad agency and the right banker meant you could drive a company to be almost as big as you could imagine. After advertising, we're almost back where we started. But instead of products succeeding by slow and awkward word of mouth, the power of our new networks allows remarkable ideas to diffuse through segments of the population at rocket speed. As marketers, we know the old stuff isn't working. And we know why. Because as consumers, we're too busy to pay attention to advertising, but we're desperate to find good stuff that solves our problems. Over the past 20 years, a quiet revolution has changed the way some people think about marketing. Tom Peters took the first whack with The Pursuit of Wow, a visionary book that described why the only products for the future were those created by passionate people. Too often, big companies are scared companies, and they work to minimize any variation, including the good stuff that happens when people who care create something special. Peppers and Rogers, in the one-to-one future, took a simple truth, that it's cheaper to keep an old customer than it is to get a new one, and articulated the entire field of customer relationship management. They showed that there are only 4 kinds of people: prospects, customers, loyal customers, and former customers, and that loyal customers are often happy to spend more money with you. In Crossing the Chasm, Jeff Moore outlined how new products and new ideas move through a population. They follow a curve, beginning with innovators and early adopters, growing into the majority, and eventually reaching the laggards. While Moore focused on technology products, his insights about the curve apply to just about every product or service offered to any audience. In The Tipping Point, Malcolm Gladwell clearly articulated how ideas spread through populations, from one person to another. In Unleashing the Idea Virus, I pushed the idea even further, describing how the most effective business ideas are the ones that spread. And finally, in Permission Marketing, I outlined the ever-growing attention deficit that marketers face. I also discussed how companies win when they treat the attention of their prospects as an asset, not as a resource to be strip-mined and then abandoned. At many companies, most of these proven ideas have been treated as novelties. My friend Nancy is the head of New Media at one of the largest packaged goods companies in the world. Guess what? She's in charge, she's a department of one, of all of these new ideas. New media has become a synonym for no budget. Instead of accepting that the old ways are fading away fast, most companies with a product to market are treating these proven new techniques as interesting fads, worth another look, but not worth using as the center of their strategy. 40 years ago, Ron Simek, owner of the Tombstone Tap, a bar named for the cemetery next door, decided to offer a frozen version of his pizza to his customers. It caught on, and before long, Tombstone Pizza was dominating your grocer's freezer. Kraft Foods bought the brand in 1986, advertised it like crazy, and made billions. This was a great American success story. Invent a product everyone wants, advertise it to the masses, and make a lot of money. This strategy didn't just work for pizza, though. It worked for almost everything in your house, including aspirin. Imagine how much fun it must have been to be the first person to market aspirin. Here was a product that just about every